Can your Pittsburgh Steelers survive another week? Can they make it into the playoffs? Is Mason Rudolph the true leader that the Steelers offense has been looking for several seasons? And does Nick Herbig deserve a few more snaps with the way he comes in and lights his defense on fire? Welcome back to Mic Drop Sports, everybody. I'm Jason. Let's break down a few things here about your Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's first start with Nick Herbig. Does Nick Herbig deserve some more snaps, guys? He had 2 snaps last week and comes in and causes a fumble and a recovery. Every time it seems like Nick Herbig is on the field in a very, very limited role, it seems as though he makes some plays. It's starting to make me think that Nick Herbig does deserve some more time, that he has played his way into some more snaps. And that could only benefit TJ, that could only benefit Alex in ways to keep them healthy, to keep them rested, allow them to be in there in big-time situations at full speed and not bogged down throughout the football game. I thought the Steelers earlier in the season were utilizing those backups like Golden and Herbig a little bit better and bringing them in off the bench a little bit and spelling TJ and Alex, and I feel like we've gotten away from it maybe a little bit. You still see those guys come in, but I just would like to see it maybe a little bit more to allow this defense to have some rest because they are beat up, and I would like to keep TJ and Alex as full speed as possible here moving forward as we try to get into this AFC playoff race. I think Nick Herbig can make some splash plays for the Steelers, and I think he could do some this Saturday in Baltimore against these Ravens. I think he could get in there and cause some havoc. And does this make Alex Highsmith expendable in the offseason? I love Alex Highsmith. He's a hell of a ball player. But does this, in terms of when you're putting this team together next year, does it make Alex expendable to where you could free up some money off of his contract? I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure exactly how his contract's structured. It's just a thought here. Does Nick Herbig give you some flexibility now? Or do you want to just keep that continuity there, that depth at that outside linebacker spot? Is that what you want to do if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, considering Herbig's on that rookie deal? But the Steelers may be looking for a quarterback next season, so we don't know how this is going to all play out. And I'm just saying, in terms of cap space, in terms of money, would the Steelers be even willing to entertain the thought of letting Alex Highsmith go on a trade? It's rare, it's weird, but we have to think about it because this is the NFL. This is about money, and that's what it's about, period, when you're constructing these rosters. You want to keep your guys. You want to keep people in Pittsburgh that are real Steelers, and Alex Highsmith is a real Steeler and a real good ball player, guys. And don't get me wrong, I am not knocking Alex Highsmith. I love seeing him play football. I love having him here in the city of Pittsburgh. But a guy like Nick Herbig emerging, I think he still deserves some more time. I think he deserves some snaps, and I think it would behoove the Pittsburgh Steelers to allow him to do that. He plays a special teams role, but let him get in there a little bit. Give him a series or two, a game, to allow him to come in there and hopefully make a play or two for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Make a big splash play. That's just what you're looking for, that big splash play in a game that changes the momentum. Get a big momentum swing off of a guy like Nick Herbig. Does he have to be in there in the most critical moments of the game? Absolutely not. You still want to roll with your veteran guy in Alex Highsmith, who's proven time and time again that he's a quality player. You want to ride with him. You want to keep TJ in there. Golden is another veteran that can do some damage. I like to see him in the ball game. And I would like to just see that mix up just a little bit more, guys. And I don't know what your thoughts are on that. So you guys put that in the comments. Let me know what you guys are feeling about Nick Herbig as we've progressed here through the 2023 into the 2024 season. And just let me know what you think of Nick Herbig, his play, and if he deserves some more snaps. Put that in the comments and let me know. Sound off. Even if you don't agree with me, please put it in there, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking about that. Let's move on to Mason Rudolph. Is he the guy? Is he the leader that the Steelers have been looking for? I mean, truly, is he going to be able to guide this football team? Is he going to continue to be able to play at a high level? We saw some miscues last week against the Seattle Seahawks. When you really turn on the tape for the second time and you start to break it down, all the emotion out of it, you know what's going to happen. Mason did miss a couple throws that he should have made, throwing the ball down into the dirt here and there, or off bait or off platform a little bit sometimes, to where that was one of his struggles back in the day whenever he was starting before, to where he wasn't good short to intermediate, and you could see that pop up here and there. That one to Deontay Johnson was almost over his head. Deontay made a monster catch and was able to pull it back down. That was an intermediate ball that Mason delivered just a little bit high. So the receivers did help him out. George Pickens helped him out in big ways, making great catches. George involved in the football game, really balling out here these last couple weeks. You can see the excitement in his face. You can see his mentality change now that he's being involved into this offense a lot more. And it's becoming a good thing for Mason Rudolph to have an outlet and a star in George Pickens. Also, Deontay Johnson being that veteran right now, working hard. He had a good game last game. You're going to see that continue to grow because they had good chemistry beforehand. Now are the Steelers going to be able to start incorporating guys like Calvin Austin, other players, and getting them involved also? You saw Mason kind of stick to George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, Pat Freiermuth, and the running backs. That's basically all he used last game in Seattle. But are you going to incorporate a Darnell Washington? Are you going to incorporate Connor Hayward? Are you going to try to get Allen Robinson involved? If you're not going to use Allen Robinson in the pass game, I think you need to figure out another solution, especially in the offseason, because he's not being productive in the pass game. When he is thrown to, I feel like he's caught the ball, man. But is he getting that separation? Is he getting that open? Is he getting open enough for Mason to consider him as a target? That's just where we need to look at it whenever we're talking about Allen Robinson. He's providing some blocking in the run game, but you don't want to be predictable when he's in there. You want to throw the ball too. And if you're Mason Rudolph, you got to check out of some run plays sometimes and utilize that excellent run game to set up that play action, to set up that deep ball, and set up your ability to attack the edges. And that's just where the Steelers need to move on right now. That's the next step in the growth process of this offense as we continue to march forward here. But is Mason Rudolph that guy that's going to be able to win in the playoffs? Is he that leader that the Steelers are looking for? That's the real question. And what is he going to demand in the offseason? That's another question. I had just a members-only video for the Mic Drop Mafia, 99 cents a month to be a member, to be part of the Mafia. Go ahead and subscribe to that if you guys aren't already, and become part of our crew. You'll get weekly content that are members only. We'll try to make it more than one video, but right now, every Wednesday, you'll get that members-only content, 99 cents a month. And I'd really appreciate it if you become part of our crew. It's pretty awesome. So, like I said, we did a video on that quarterback room here just today. It just uploaded. So if you're interested, go hit that up. But we're talking about this quarterback room, and we're talking about it moving forward. And we're talking about, hey, the Steelers were attracted to Kenny Pickett this season because, hey, he's on a rookie deal. If you can get him going, that's a big thing. But what is Mason Rudolph going to demand? Is he that guy? Is he that leader that you want to have in the locker room? Is he that guy that everybody on that offense respects? Is he the guy that other opposing defenses are going to respect? Is he that good? Or is he just playing out of his head right now? There's so many questions that have to be answered with him. And one being that leadership. And is he going to be able to lead this offense in the playoffs if they make it? By chance they make it. That's the real question right now, guys. And I'm not sure. He could come back down to earth. He could, he could stumble here. But, we're just not sure what's going to happen with Mason Rudolph. And we're just not sure how this quarterback room is going to shake out. And do the Steelers survive another week? That's the big question. Are they going to be able to survive here in Week 18? Are the Baltimore Ravens going to sit some players? Are they going to start Lamar Jackson? Does it even matter? The Steelers beat them at full strength once with Kenny Pickett under the helm. Now that Mason Rudolph's playing better, are they going to be able to play way better against the Ravens? Are they going to be able to handle them a little bit easier? Or are the Baltimore Ravens so good right now that they could smoke the Steelers if they put their starters out there? And if you're the Baltimore Ravens, is sitting Lamar Jackson, sitting starters, going to cripple you in the long run? That's the question this Baltimore franchise, this Baltimore coaching staff has to answer. Are they going to be able to sit a guy like Lamar and still have success? Are they going to be able to sit Lamar and not be stale in the playoffs? Does this give the Steelers an open door into the 2024 playoffs? Does this give the Steelers the chance to make some noise in the playoffs? And if you're the Baltimore Ravens, does that frighten you a little bit to have a ton of divisional opponents inside that AFC bracket? You're going to have the Browns. Maybe you could have the Steelers. That'd be two other teams inside your division. And let's face it, folks, divisional games are different. Divisional games mean more. Divisional games add a sense of excitement, and they are always weird outcomes. They are always wonky games, and they always have crazy things happen inside of them. Injuries, crazy plays, just so many things can happen inside those divisional games. And if you're the Baltimore Ravens, do you want to knock the Steelers out now to make that one less? Or do you just want to say, hey, we'll kind of give you a little charity here, let you win this ball game, and see if the other teams help you out that you need to help you? Are they willing to roll the dice and allow two teams from the AFC North inside that playoff bracket with them? Because I wouldn't like it if I were the Baltimore Ravens to have two divisional opponents inside that same bracket to where I'm the number one seed, and you know they're going to come and you know they're going to play crazy when they meet you in the playoffs. And it's going to be an exciting game, and it's not going to be an easy out. And I don't care who you're playing. I don't care if the Ravens are playing the Steelers or the Browns. It's not going to be an easy out for the Ravens, man. They're not going to just be able to walk in there and steamroll somebody like that. Not in a divisional game, not in the playoffs, not when it means the most. It's just the way it is. We see it time and time again. You'll get an occasional blowout here and there inside the division, the AFC North division in particular, but that's a rarity. It doesn't happen often, guys. And is Mason Rudolph that guy that's going to be able to lead you? Are the Steelers, with having Kenny Pickett as the QB2, arming themselves in a way that they're going to be able to pull him out if they get in trouble? If Mason Rudolph comes back to earth and starts to stumble, are they going to be able to pull Kenny Pickett off the bench as the number 2 guy and get him in there and hope for some magic? Maybe that's their game plan. We'll just see what the Steelers team does here. We'll see how Week 18 shakes out. Saturday is going to be a cool day. Hopefully they win, and we have a lot to look forward to throughout the weekend in terms of watching other games and making the NFL, making the weekend exciting for Steeler fans. I hope that happens, but we need to see if Mason Rudolph is going to be that leader, guys. Is he that leader in the locker room that the Steelers have yearned for years, or is he just a brief anomaly on our team here? Is he going to just be brief, start him for a couple games, now come back to earth, and that's it, and the Steelers are out? We'll see how it plays out. Could be interesting, and a lot of things could happen from today till Sunday. Things could change big inside that Steelers building in many, many ways, and it could mean people's jobs. This could be a real mess one way with a loss. This could be a real positive with a win. So this is going to get interesting, guys. And so continue to come here and watch Mike Drop Sports. Continue to come back for your daily Steelers content as we continue to break down this football team. Don't forget our live shows Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to join the Mike Drop Mafia, 99 cents a month. We're going to grow our community huge. We just hit our 1,200 subscriber mark, so we're growing constantly. You guys have grown this channel so much in the last 2 weeks. It's been absolutely stunning to me. Absolutely amazing what you guys are capable of and what you guys do. Continue with those good comments, guys. You guys know football, man. Don't discount yourself. You guys know football. And it's really awesome to talk with you guys about the Steelers. So I appreciate you all. Keep coming back. And until next time, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. Peace.